people with an anxious attachment style, they have one really big fear, and that is being abandoned. And the other fear that comes with it in a way is the fear of rejection. So if you often feel like you're just monitoring someone else's emotions because you want to make sure, okay, whatever happens, I want to make sure that they are doing okay. I want to make sure that they don't abandon me. What you might notice is that you're gonna be very flexible with your boundaries and not in a good kind of way. So you might do things that you don't want to do, or you might let someone else cross your boundaries because you just don't want them to leave. And it can sometimes feel like you really want to just pull them towards you. And it feels like I need to be close. I want to be close to this person because otherwise they might leave. And even though that's not necessarily the case, people with an anxious attachment style very often either grew up in a situation where the caregivers were unpredictable. So they could be loving, but at the same time, they were unpredictable. Sometimes they got really upset, sometimes they got really angry, or whatever it is. It makes you feel like, okay, I need to really pay attention to what my caregiver is doing because I don't know if I'm going to receive that kind of love. I think something else that's really linked to the attachment style whenever you're anxious is that you really want control. So that means you want information, you want to know where people are, you want them to respond straight away, or otherwise you feel anxious. And trust me, it's not that you have any bad intentions, it's just that you genuinely feel scared and you genuinely start to overthink if they don't respond, or you start to overanalyze all the conversations that you've had and interactions, that you just start doubting yourself. Did I say something wrong? That person looked at me a certain way. I'm sure I said something that just upset them. These are all things that people with the anxious attachment style do very easily. And it doesn't have to be that this starts to develop in your younger years, but it could also be that when you had a romantic partner that was unpredictable, or they were very chaotic, or whenever you were not close, bad things started to happen.